make we go onto the Muntari debate. So, guys, Muntari talked to one senior Kwabna for GTV, where they ask him about intentions to perhaps come back into the national team fold. We all know say, brother Muntari, they play for Hasselhoff these days.
You say they can't extend.
They can't extend in deal.
Yeah.
Solid stuff. I believe that. I mean, I believe say the first season be pretty decent. But just on your assessment, how you see in first season, and also what be your mind about this whole make we take Sulley go World Cup in one capacity or the other?
I think in first 6 months it go very well. The only question mark at the time they can't play was if he go get the legs, then the hearts take play. There was no question about say if Sulley go compete plus the midfielders with them, because in terms of the football education,
technique, no, they leave you.
The experience and everything, the orientation, he be far ahead of everybody where he did. In fact, all of the midfielders combined, they don't go reach him. So that wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
But as he come, he adapts. He take to the league like a duck to water.
Oh, Charlie!
Like he the boss games easily. The first 5 minutes where he can't spend on the pitch in that loss to Olympics, the quality was just in touches. It just changed everything for the game inside. But by that time,
he did distribute passes Charlie, like COVID relief items.
Charlie.
Everybody they get it. Charlie.
You see, during the flash, the NADMO operatives, the way then they give the relief items, Charlie. Teshi, if they come nana somji.
Oh, Charlie, if it's also they do the passes.
If they release the passes.
Banya Jodi. Yeah. Oh, Charlie, Coach Junior.
Charlie. See, if Has get prolific striker like Mbella, like Muntari finish the season as top scorer, as top assist leader, top assist leader. So in terms of in contribution to the team, I think it really helped. Beyond that, in influence on the squad, Inkum, Fatao, I think Bania all can talk.
Yeah.
He brings some different mentality to the rest of the team. Perhaps part of why them feel win the FA Cup. However, I'll be one of the people who at the field say, when it be time to say goodbye, make we not get emotional about him. Muntari go add a lot to Wana League.
Yeah, man.
He go help Hasselhoff in terms of changing the mentality of the players. A lot of people, they forget, the last 15 months, they cloud people, my judgments, with respect to where Hasselhoff be. But it be a team where in the last decade, them be very inconsistent, very mediocre.
In fact, before the Boedu season of last time, then nothing really happened for us.
So in terms of changing the club culture, it still be very relevant for that. However, in the context of Warner Black Stars, we no get team now.
Okay.
We get very good players, a few very good players, quite a number of good players, and some players where you're not too sure what they go fit do.
They call them vibes.
We did it. My guy, you know the job.
You mean good players?
A few very good players. A number of good players and the vibes.
Charlie, this is your categorization. Be serious.
You see that thing? When you get the experienced guys to wait, then they the team inside.
Yeah.
So it be now where with the Campbell team. Now, we be mindful of where we come from.
Okay.
We may have qualified for the World Cup, but the issues where it happened for the AFCON, those issues still there. We be deliberate in moving the team.
They talk about the Malams where they walk the corridor top, they shake their bells and things.
No, the factions.
Yeah. The Malam they feed the chance on things. They shake him bell.
Charlie.
So niggas they have nightmares.
The factions he did the team inside with some players that they feel more comfortable with certain players. All of those things and how the team it be heavily dependent on some players with them day on the last legs. And for me, that be the most important point. That you are still relying on players who are on their last legs, which be dangerous thing because we they suffer already from doing that in the past, not replacing Jan when we had a chance to. So it's important that you don't bring in somebody where it will give you some good performance for some 6 months, but when he leaves, you don't really have a replacement, and more importantly, you don't have a team. So Muntari is a no.
Oh, in no capacity.
No matter how
stuff.
Perhaps backroom staffs, perhaps.
Like, but maybe opponent scouts, maybe some kind.
Opponent scouts, I doubt, because you're not doing badges. So yes, there is the experience and knowledge and understanding what opponents they do.
So maybe some kind of technical advisor of some
but
sorts.
Making meaning of that information in terms relative to the team and the progress of the team be something Muntari no go fit do. because that one be purely technical.
It'd be scientific.
Yeah, it'd be purely technical issue. But in terms of the football team and the players we then select, I beg you, make we keep Muntari out and be deliberate about moving the team on from. Look, and I'll keep saying this. Anybody where he did the current team inside, where he played the national team more than 8 years, Ojugu bye-bye. My guy, we thank you very much. Move on.
You mean 8 years is a long time?
A long time.
Hey.
And see, when you listen to the past administrators of the Black Stars, not just the GFA, there's one thing where then they talk, say, the troublemakers for every Black Stars team, it not be the new boys.
It be the people with the chair for inside.
It be the oboros for the team inside.
Make our coach Kwesi Nyanteji. Kwesi Nyanteji say, if you chop more than 30, where you still did the Black Stars inside,
you are a
politician. You don't be player, you be politician.
Yes. 2 days ago, George Efriye to talk the same thing.
Hey!
And you see, excuse my language, but they know they talk rubbish.
You mean they know the inner
they
workings?
They know the inner workings of the
travel
team.
with
in
the
fact, this current Black Stars, its umbilical cord was cut by George Efriye. So from Andre Ayew, Wakasu, Partey, them big guys, you know them inside out.
Yeah. From the time they know even
the same applies to Kwesi Nyanteji. So if these people they tell you say there is something in the team where you for check, of course you don't expect that they'll come out and say anybody who's played for 10 years sack the player from the team. The wisdom in those statements are that build the team beyond the old legs. Free the team from the shackles of the inner political
way. Chale, see the Muntari go.
Oh, Nana.
Oh, Chale.
Haji Akande is short with big time.
Hey.
It's short.
See, wait, actually, you don't do giddy.
No.
This be normal thing for him.
Charlie. See, Muntari is short with big time.
Hey, go this. This be like 35 yards old. Let's not be playing. 40 yards.
Yeah. See, the streets know Muntari.
I tell you.
And Muntari knows the streets.
Well, you know the funny thing about these Muntari type shots? Like, you defeat tell say the ball they help
there was nothing
before it reach there.
And there's nothing.
They call them swear.
Charlie. The other one be the Ghana-Guinea game.
Okay.
The Ghana-Guinea game. The one where it sound the alarm bells where we always study. Nationwide jawulements, bro. The Ghana-Guinea jawulements, bro.
Charlie, my brother. Charlie.
So, look, with the and you see, being a member of the playing body is not the only way Muntari Gofi be useful to the team. Or contribute to the team. You be somebody where you go feel encourage, make you do in badges, or come in some other technical role to the team. But as far as the playing body, we get problems where we for fix. And you see, the fact that we bring these players, Gofi exacerbates the existing problems.
Oh, Charlie, exacerbate.
Yes, see.
I like the word, Charlie.
See, Nketsia, as they come, them all they come from different blocks. So
true.
You get a few of the boys with them be Germans. Them are loyalty and allegiance go be to Otuado. So make you no shock. Say if tomorrow Otuado decides to focus on Dortmund, the boys too go. Then go show you them a back. If you call them, they will give you a squeeze. They know will come. There is the English block, the League Ones, the Championship, the Premier League, Tariq boys and co. Who Partey was influential.
Tariq, Semenyo, Partey, Wallacott.
Yes.
They get them our own
Partey
side.
was influential. Yes. Was influential today coming into the team. Right? It'd be very easy for them to click. And these things, they happen naturally. You know, be say...
You know, be even malice self.
No, you know, be malice. You know, be say they know they like some people. It's just be familiarity and who they are comfortable with. And you see, when you walk into a new environment like that, you are leaned, you gravitate towards the people where you be comfortable with.
Similar to your attributes. I will see the goal.
Exactly. So it be Charlie, this be the
the celebration self they kill me.
See, because as at the time is gone, we all one of him die.
Yeah.
We hit the post like 4 times.
I'm telling you.
We hit the post like 4 times. But so back to the matter. Me, I feel say we for understand say there are going to be factions in the team, be it deliberate or not. But if we want a job to cure this team, cure these ills. But before we do all of this, move the team on. In fact, Muntari for be a reason why and a reminder of why that has to be done. Look, Andre, after the World Cup and after the move they have gone to 2024, that should be his last tournament.
Yeah.
Wakasu said before not the team is because you don't get him where they play. So on what basis you go call Wakasu again? The national team callers will be based
hard
on
work and loyalty.
Yes, it will be based on your current performance and a certain temperament and personality that suggests that you can recreate those performances in the national team situation.
Wrap up for me,
Right.
like I take
So for me, we for do these things. Me, I dey like Muntari pass. I will always.
But if it come out the nostalgia from inside.
Exactly. Yeah. And not get emotional about some of these conversations. Jonathan Mensah has served the team really well. Right? He served the team really well. But it be
time for bye-bye, they come catch.
Look, moving young guys in the team who need opportunities.
Yeah, man.
You see, do you remember the circumstance around Jonathan Mensah's introduction into the team?
I don't quite remember.
Around AFCON 2010. Yeah. After the World Youth Championships in
Egypt, yeah.
We didn't, and you see, because there were injuries to some of those players,
it was highly rated too.
Yes, it was easy for us to trust and make those decisions.
Yeah.
This time around, there are no injuries or any circumstance that will force your hand. We need to be bold and take some of these decisions to ensure that beyond the World Cup, some of these guys where we bring, then will stay. Right? Because, I mean, what's the point if you keep calling Mumi?
Somebody say if they call Muntari, they make we call John Mensah and Stephen Appiah too.
But you see, the way you call Wakasu, where you know get him play, why people no go talk say bring Muntari? At least he be fit.
At least if they play,
he be fit.
DJ, Charlie, tie them together for we. They say Haja can they for go World Cup. What be your mind?
Oh, me, I love Muntari.
Oh, Charlie Muntari.
Give me some good, but Charlie, the matter be what I should talk. If we say we will take Muntari go World Cup, then Charlie baby just to retire.
Charlie, Monko for the last.
Oh, that one they be
Monko for the last. For stay inside.
If Muntari for go some
jet for step inside.
Yeah, baby jet to retire. Then we dey take and go. You understand?
Hard.
Stephen Appiah, he dey make fit. We dey see him. He make fit. ACN Day Denmark.
Don't do it.
ACN something they triple as the boy.
Lie said no go World Cup, so give him chance.
Lie make fit. I see lie for the this one. What did they call him?
The Dortmund game.
Dortmund this one game. Charlie lie the give that.
Oh no look past Charlie.
So if it be so unquad there, then Charlie class of 2010 we dey carry them all go.
The brother like
you know be so we dey do things. You dey understand? You know be so we dey do things. As for the experience there, we understand say a day. But we get active, if I talk active now, I mean say people then they play high level football, then they the team inside chair, one or two of them then go fit go this World Cup. They offer that level of experience. Well, a captain be very experienced player. Jordan, you be experienced player. The fact say he get baby face no mean say he go for the system inside. He dey inside. He be experienced player. You dey back. We get a couple of those guys. It no be chinchina say we for take Muntari go sake of experience something. That's that one they are the bad. If you watch out for Hearts of Folk and things, they remind you of some of it. But Charlie, the level for Ghana Premier League be very different from World Cup. Like it be different.
Everything. You talk everything.
So you know if you do that thing. Where my point is, Charlie, be true because me I will talk him again. I dey love and pass. You know me. I dey love and pass. When you know retire. So if we say we dey take Muntari there, then killer maybe just.
I mean Dramani off for goes on. Make I read my messages. Make I read final. I guess some good news for you guys. Make I read some messages before we go. This one says Ben, Muntari should be added to the team. This is World Cup. We need the new and old guns in and outside the country. That's right, they laugh. This is one of the things I love about Nigeria. They don't count anyone out, but Ghanaians always judge their players. Please include Muntari. This one here from Labikumi from so I say sometimes we here in Ghana make fetish of some people. Muntari is good, but current Black Stars, no. In life, we should leave the stage when the applause is loudest. This one here be the last message. He say, I disagree with Tamaklo. Look at the Cameroon team. Abubakar is old. Charlie, but Abubakar is not Muntari old. Charlie, don't do this. Abubakar is not
Charlie, you watch Vincent Abubakar for the last AFCON.
I shocked. I shocked.
It has swallowed people for the pitch.
Listen, he say he's old, but look at what he did, and you must watch what he will be doing in the World Cup. Portugal is not a joke team, and if Ronaldo was a Ghanaian, he would have been out of the national team. They say if Ronaldo be Ghanaian, like you people go talk say he grew.
He say Portugal no be joke. Tell him say we bring the Avengers. And this will not be football match.
Yeah.
Trial by combat.
Charlie, we like for close the show, but they say the good news we say Thomas Partey they head to the United States tour with Arsenal.
Positive.
That'll be what they go on with your man, Charlie. Then he gets a few skirmishes, but it be like since the clouds they clear, they say your man they go the US.
The league there, if I can't ball give we, Charlie.
Hard. They say Thomas they go the US tour, so that be the news coming to Charlie. Thank you, DK. Thank you, Achu. Ayala. Charlie, you light the show up today. Big ups for wherever you there, guys.